So, as I said earlier, when the sperm enters, the oolemma will raise up in this particular manner to receive the sperm. See, it has come up. Others normally this would have been its membrane, right? So it has raised up, and that forms a conical structure, and that is called as a reception cone of the oolemma. Now, currently, let's understand now what is there inside this oocyte. For this, inside is the nucleus, the female nucleus, and then just close to the oolemma are some receptors. And then lying in the cytoplasm here are some granules, and that granules are called cortical granules. Now, sperm has entered in, it has penetrated the oolemma also and has entered in. Once it enters in, the first thing that it will do is to bind to one of the receptor, any one of the receptors, not the nucleus, one of the receptors. Because the minute it binds to the receptor, it becomes the sperm which will fertilize the female nucleus. Its binding to the receptor, secondly, makes the female nucleus undergo meiosis 2 and complete it. Earlier, I don't know if I told you or not, secondary oocytes condition is that it is at metaphase 2. It has not completed its meiosis 2. Its meiosis 2 is arrested at metaphase. So when the sperm binds to the receptor, it completes its meiosis too. So it's now totally completed and is ready for fertilization. And thirdly, its binding to the receptor triggers a reaction in the oocyte which is called cortical reaction. Okay. Now, what is cortical reaction? You see, this is the oolemma. Okay, and then we have seen some granules here, cortical granules. What will happen is that the cortical granules will now go and bind to the oolemma, the inner side of the oolemma, and releases certain enzymes that makes the oolemma impermeable for other sperms to enter. It makes the oolemma very hard, the membrane of the egg very hard, so that no more sperms can enter inside. Okay, now basically here I'm just saying oolemma, it is something to do with perivitelline membrane. We have not introduced that till now, so I will not use those terms. Just to get a rough idea, I'm telling you, it binds here, releases chemicals, releases enzyme, which makes this egg membrane very hard. So that if more sperms try to enter by the acrosome reaction, they will not be able to penetrate it anymore. In this way, the egg, now this reaction is brought about by the egg. Acrosome capacitation is property of sperm. Cortical reaction is a property of egg. And egg brings this to prevent more sperm to enter. That is to prevent polyspermy. Polyspermy. Okay. Now in this way the sperm has entered inside, and now is the final stage, that is the fusion of male and female gametes, the nucleus, also called as amphimixis. So the male nucleus, which is there in the sperm haploid, fuses with the female nucleus haploid to give a diploid zygote, or what is called as synkaryon. So now the fertilization is over. Plus, now if this is the oocyte and this is how the sperm penetrated, entered, came because nucleus is somewhere here. In this way it came. Let's see. So it has a path. This is the pathway. This is the road that the sperm took to reach the female nucleus. This pathway is called as the copulation path. And copulation path will be the path For the first cell division cleavage, this will have the first division of the zygote will take place when embryos start dividing. First division, then second division, then third division. So the cell division starts to form zygote into an embryo.